Seal 1 compared to Frog's Lube? A lot. They're all different. They're very different. With Frog Lube, you need to first catch the frog. And then you have to clean with a degreaser solvent that lubricates and protects it. How many different types of frog lubes do you need? It's just too much, and it's a pain in the you-know-what. With Seal 1, it's one and done. You don't have to catch it. You just open the container. Wipe it on, wipe it off, and you're done. Buy some now at seal1.com. And if your gun store doesn't have it, ask them politely to put it in stock.
Yep, Seal 1's the best.
Now our favorite segment, sponsored by Seal 1, Stump My Nephew. And our special guest is going to read the question to Sam. Sam, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm well. How are you guys?
Doing good, doing good.
Hey, Sam, how are you?
So this is Jim Bellinger. By the way, Jim, tell Sam where you were born.
Sam, I was born in Rhinelander, Wisconsin.
How about that?
I'm a hodag.
Awesome. Love to hear it.
He knows what a hodag is. All right.
Are you ready, Sam?
Let's have it.
Okay. Which World War II era firearm was known for being one of the quietest firearms ever made due to the integrated suppressor and subsonic ammunition?
Sent in by
Carl from Rancho
Penasquitos.
Yep. I can't say those.
Rancho what now?
Rancho
Penasquitos.
Penasquitos.
That's a real
Rancho
place.
Penasquitos. And what was his name? Carl?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks very much for writing in, Carl. And you'll get double your money's worth tonight because there are two answers to that question that I believe are both equally valid. What World War II firearm was known for being extremely quiet due to its integral suppressor and subsonic ammunition? The first answer, let me back up a little bit. Why would you need a suppressed firearm in World War II? Suppressors were not, the technology was not well developed. They were not sophisticated, and you didn't see people rocking around with M1s with threaded barrels and suppressors. They were developed by organizations such as the OSS, the predecessor to the CIA, for assassination, for dealing with guards at high-value locations. And so they were consequently very specialized, purpose-built firearms, not produced in very large numbers. One answer to that question is the Delisle carbine. It's a bolt-action rifle based on a Lee Enfield action and chambered in .45 ACP. It feeds from 1911 magazines, and it has a very, very large integral suppressor on the front. .45 ACP in a 230-grain military-style loading is naturally subsonic, so with no action noise, being bolt-action rather than self-loading, and with a very, very big expansion volume and a subsonic bullet, that is almost as quiet as you can get. Another answer is the Welrod pistol, developed by, actually both of these were developed by the British, and that was a bolt-action repeating handgun chambered in 9mm with a... The grip is sort of interesting. It is also the magazine. So when you remove the magazine, it looks like basically a bicycle pump. It's designed to be inconspicuous, but also integrally suppressed, also manually operated, uses a suppressor with wipes. So very quiet for the first few rounds until those wipes degrade.
I'm sorry, neither of those answers are correct. We were looking for a Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock.
Mark II, also integrally suppressed, also 9mm, but fully automatic.
See, keep it up, Mike.
A little louder.
The answer they gave was the Delisle carbine. Now, okay, so I wanted to ask. So great job, you got it totally right. In fact, you got it twice as right.
Almost third.
They didn't even give the second one, so that's awesome. Now, you said that in the last part that it's something about wipes. Can you go into detail on that?
Yes. Wipes, you don't see these around as often anymore, partially for legal reasons, because in the United States they would be considered suppressor parts. But imagine a suppressor, a regular firearm suppressor, or if you're more familiar with cars, an automotive muffler, because it is the exact same thing, same patent.
That's for you, Dave. Go ahead.
But in addition to the internal baffles, you also have rubber wipes with like X marks cut into them so that the bullet has somewhere through which to pass. Now, because the rubber is flexible, after the bullet passes through, the rubber springs back into shape, thus sealing in some of the gas. But because rubber is very soft and the bullet is passing through it, it will chew up that wipe and poke a hole in it after a few dozen rounds, so it becomes less quiet.
So it actually covers the barrel? The bullet travels through the barrel?
Yep. It covers up the path of the bullet through the suppressor. But again, in the United States, even though it is a flat piece of rubber with an X mark cut in it, that would be considered a suppressor part. And so you would have to go through all the paperwork and weighting and tax stamp nonsense for a flat piece of rubber.
I didn't know that. You ever heard of that, Jim?
No, I am.
I've never heard of that.
I am absolutely amazed.
Yeah, that's
Good
amazing.
job, Tim.
All right, my friend. Not bad. Well, Carl from Rancho Penasquitas, you're going to have to wake up a lot earlier in the morning.
Yes, indeed.
To stump my nephew, my friend. Good job, dude. That was
man.
very, very awesome.
Yep. Excellent.
You got a blog in the hopper?
I have a blog post going up bright and early tomorrow morning, or as we call it in my time zone, afternoon.
Yeah.
And it will actually be the first entry in a series of blog posts which aim to explain everything you wish you knew about optics, but were too afraid to ask.
Oh, wow.
Sort of a beginner's guide to, you go to your friendly local gun store, you pull a box off a shelf, or you have a sales associate pull a box off a shelf, and one whole side of the box is covered in numbers. What do the numbers mean?
So optics is a very broad term. You mean scopes, red dots, all the above, or something specific?
All of the above and then some.
Wow.
The first entry will focus just on the primary specifications of magnified scopes. But as I said, there will be multiple other parts dealing with other types of optics and other specifications to pay attention to.
News you can use. That's awesome. That's actually very creative and very useful. So it's multi-part. What 2, 3, 4 in the series, or what are you thinking?
I have at least 4 so far, but it may have to go to 5 or 6.
What's something, Alicia, that you want to know about optics that you hope he covers?
One thing that I get a lot of questions on from people is red versus green.
It's good
red
question.
versus green and dot versus reticle, kind of the whole pros and cons of both.
Nice. You going to
like a focus dot versus a wider reticle.
You going to cover that, Sam?
Yes, I will. Red versus green is actually really interesting. It gets into biology more so than technology.
Rods and
but I'll
cones.
cover that later.
Good. Well, there you go. Whet everybody's appetite. Okay, cool, man. Great job. Looking forward to the first in the series drops tomorrow in the morning. So we'll get that out in the email on Thursday for sure. And I think that's an excellent idea for a series. That's a reference pieces that people can go back to. That's a great idea. I love it. Cool,
Information you can use. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Betty. That was awesome.
Oh, is Sam still there? Sam,
Yes.
really quick question for you.
What's up?
We have a guest here in studio by the name of Jim. And I'm curious to know what you anticipate or think his carry gun might be.
So, Jim, what are you driving?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I saw a Facebook post. Did he just get an endorsement for a campaign, or is that someone else?
No, that's
someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jim Ballinger. He's an instructor. And Jim, what do you drive?
Yeah, what do you drive?
I drive today.
Yeah.
Today,
What's your
I
main
went
drive?
with a Glock 34.
No.
What you drive?
We should have explained it.
like
Your
car.
vehicle.
You're back to your car joke. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, he goes and he listens to what kind of car you drive, and then
Okay.
he'll tell you
Then
what
he'll
gun
tell you.
Our bad.
All right. So I drive an F-250.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you already said you carry a Glock 34, so that's kind of unfair.
I
Is
made
that
it
what you
easy
would-
for you?
Would that have been close to what you thought?
I don't know. Both are bigger versions of something else that's already popular. So there's an interesting.
That's good. That is very good. You would have done just fine. It's all right. He's an instructor. We're going to start working on him.
All right.
That'll take a lot of work.
I know. Ask another question. All right, buddy. Have a great evening.
See you, man.
Thanks for having me on. Good night, everyone.
Thanks,
Good night,
Sam.
Sam.
All right.
Dude, you nailed it.
Another great show.
Yeah, a Delisle carbine. I don't know if I feel like I've heard of that before, but I don't think I fully understood it was It used 1911.
I was trying to look up the 9mm he was describing.
had wipes.
I couldn't find it. I know. I couldn't figure it out.
How many guns do you know have a wipe?
Well, if they do, they're covered in Seal 1, the very best.
That's right. No frog legs over here.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, that's awesome.
Right.
That's
So,
a good
folks,
show.
Yeah, they need to get out there and get your prom tickets.
Jim, how do people find you?
Paragraph 2. We had that long discussion last before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Paragraph2.net.
Good.
Oh, like you think we have a memory?
Yeah.
Well, no, but you and I had a fun time talking about it. You called me a used car salesman. And I thought that was a good thing.
And a very good one, I might add. All right. Okay, well.
Good. And go to Gun Prom and check out the gun show. So go to gunownersradio.com. And then Gun Rights Policy Conference is in between the gun show and Gun Prom. There's a lot going on in September and October.
Stay on the website.
Yeah.
San Diego County Gun Owners.
And then check out the voter guide. Man, this is it. I got to tell you, there's like these 3 months, August, September, October.
That's it.
This is such an important. There's so much going on. Clear your schedule just for the next couple of months. Work a tabletop. Go on our website and volunteer for a tabletop. If you just go to sdcgo.org and you can volunteer to help us distribute the voter guide. Go to Gun Prom. Go to the gun show. Go to the Gun Rights Policy Conference, which is free. And vote and get some other people. Get 10 other people to vote with you and use our voter guide.
As Mark Grant says, announcer of the Padres, call your neighbor. Tell a friend.
There you go.
Get the word out.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. If you're watching mainstream media, you're not getting the truth about guns. Gun Owners Radio is the easiest way to stay on top of the Second Amendment fight, the fight for your self-defense rights. You can watch our live stream on YouTube every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, or if you're in San Diego, AM 1170, FM 96.1, The Answer. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform. Just search Gun Owners Radio and you'll find our show. Like and subscribe to help defend and restore the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.